is a bad spot to be swimming.
It feels like you've just started a 1500 metre race on a track and it goes forever. It's like slow-mo and you can just see the patients going down in front of you. It's the worst feeling ever.
Go.
The fate of these two girls weighs on Jethro's shoulders.
I could see that they were youngish girls and the fear was in their eyes.
The person in the middle. My name is Steve Crombie. I am your host of this session. I'm your host, Steve Crombie. Your host, Steve Crombie.
Good everybody, and welcome to...
Buddy, no.
No, mate, you're not going to start this.
G'day, everybody. Welcome to tuning in to the 5th installment of Between the Flags. Now, we're going to run things a little bit differently today. Quite frankly, I'm sick of Steve running it. Steve's always running the show. We're sitting in the back. Today, we're going to...
Okay.
Today, Steve, you're going to be in the
dude.
passenger seat, mate. I'm going to be running this show, all right? This is the Jeff show.
I'm not really happy about this, but whatever. Go for it. Go. Okay. Well, yeah, you are the star of the show, so.
Look, mate, this isn't about me today. This is about you big, pretty hunk of man. Hey? You shaved your chest today?
I'm not comfortable about this.
Did you shave your chest today?
No, Jeff. Come on, this is about Bondi Rescue. Let's go. All right.
All right, mate. You've been working with Bondi Rescue for quite some time.
Yep.
Unfortunately for us. Mate, do you like it? Do you like working with us?
Mate, I love it. It's actually amazing. I love Bondi, so, and yeah, it's a pretty amazing show. I mean, it's not bad as working beach all day.
Mate, it's all right.
Yeah, you guys actually have the best job in the world, I reckon. Of all the jobs I would like to have, it wasn't doing my job, it would probably be your job.
Could we swap jobs?
No. I mean, we could. I'd like to see you do my job, but I can't do your job.
I don't think I could do yours.
I definitely can't do your job. You guys are all really tanned. You're all really buff. You're really you're not.
I'm a very strong.
You got great hair.
Very strong.
You've got that beautiful salty locks.
Now, obviously, I dragged you along as well on fish out of water.
Yeah, you did.
How was that?
That was amazing, actually. I thoroughly enjoyed seeing you suffer. That was
Every
one of my
day,
favorite things.
every single
you and
day.
Joel suffer a lot. That was very enjoyable.
Yeah.
Particularly you stuck out in the bush by yourself, stuck in a tree.
That was cruel.
When the tree caught fire and you almost burnt down a national park. Nobody knows about that.
And that's why we can't let you run you. We got to run
That
it now.
wasn't my fault.
It was your fault.
It wasn't my fault.
It was completely your fault.
No. But you did well. You survived. You're alive. And you're here to save other people in the water, which is good because that's what you do. You save lives in Bondi Rescue.
The thing is, Steve,
on Bondi Beach.
You should know better than putting us in those situations where we suffer every day in the bush, in the cold, because you're a professional adventurer. Now, I found a clip.
What do you mean?
I found a clip on the internet, right?
It had to be very Bondi Rescue related.
And you don't look as good as you do now.
That's not very nice.
Where's that clip?
What's this?
Australian adventurer Steve Crombie is aiming to become the youngest person ever to circumnavigate the world on a motorcycle.
The 26-year-old joining forces with Youth in Search to raise awareness of youth suicide, and doing so through the meanest of feats.
I started the trip in December 2003, so I went from Australia, New Zealand, Tahiti, Easter Island to Chile. Then I rode through every single country in South America, Central America, and North America.
Mate,
that's a long time ago.
Before we go any further, what is going on? You make fun of my hair every single day. You call me a crook cat. I'm a crookie. That is crook.
That was about crook. Your age. I'm quite an old man.
Anyone at home, you need to back me up. Get in the comments. Tell us how crook those little train tracks.
No. They're called chin fangs. I used to call chin fangs when I was your age, and I used to have that terrible little moustache that you had, and I had chin fangs, and that was a very good thing for me. And I thought that was very cool.
They're called chat fangs, and you look like you belong swinging fire sticks in Byron Bay.
Yeah. I don't see how this relates to Bondi Rescue. But anyway, thank you, Jeff. Thank you for discovering those random things.
Mate, that's fine. But there's also a few photos that I found in the archives too.
Okay, great.
Get the photos up.
Ah, man, come on, you can't show that.
What are you doing?
Take that off.
Keep it up.
That was in Bolivia.
It's
actually.
just a little poo.
No, well, it was. I was eating some pretty rough stuff and didn't have much food at the time.
What's going on with your kick butt? You're like,
Yeah. That's a long time ago.
Well,
this is a very, very long time ago.
you
We're
look
going to
like
do
a
Bondi
hiker.
Rescue. Come on, let's go.
There's another clip. There's another
No,
shot.
no.
Next shot.
Another one. We're going
Next
to
shot.
get the here to see you.
Crookie.
Okay, that's another
Crook.
stage of my life that I really want to talk about.
Masquerade.
Go again. Get out these things.
You're a
Come on,
animal.
Bondi.
There's another one.
Look, that's very cute.
And
I accept that.
And
That's
those
a
are the
beautiful
days
thing.
we miss.
Look,
These are the days
that's
we
also
dread.
very, very nice as well.
We dread
Thank
these
you.
days.
Thank you so much.
love
Okay, now we're going to get into what is actually we're here for, which is speak to you. Thank you so much for bringing that up, Jeff. That was very embarrassing. And
you must pay for all the things.
I wasn't
you put us
expecting that. But anyway, okay, we're here to see season 16, episode 6 of Bondi Rescue. That's going to be rolling straight after this. For everyone who is here to see Jethro in action, this is one of your last times to catch Jeff before he goes away on a little holiday. If you guys want to watch the show on Vimeo, you can watch season 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, I think almost. Check us out. Make sure you're following us. Subscribe to YouTube, all that sort of stuff. Today, we're going to be going through a few very cool little things around our favorite scenes of Jeff on Bondi. We're going to be playing a little game called Zinc or Swim, I think, something similar to that. And for everyone in chat, thank you very much. Marija Malis from Serbia, Anna Jesovic from Slovenia, Faye Ross, hello from Canada. Thank you guys. Stoked that you guys are here to see Jethro in action. Jeff, how was that doing a little intro hosting? That wasn't what I expected at all, and I'm very uncomfortable. But how was that?
It's fun. I'm definitely no host.
I thought you were very
I
good
just want to
host.
throw under the bus for a minute.
You did, and I very pushed my. Okay, so coming back to the next thing, Jeff, there's a rumor that you have moved to Melbourne and have got a job at Coles and you've quit as a lifeguard. Is this true?
Could be.
But you are currently with us in Sydney.
Yeah.
Your job
There's
at
international-
Coles obviously pays you well, and you got a return flight back to.
Mate, Coles is
Coles is a local supermarket in Australia. by the
Coles
way.
been looking after me. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say too much because it might bring me into trouble in Coles. We don't. What happens in Coles stays in Coles. So I don't want to obviously take that to the internet, but I'll leave that one open to you. But yeah.
So is it true or not?
Mate, stacking shelves. There's a future.
Oh, well, that's interesting. I mean,
And
the lifeguarding
Melbourne's
fraternity will
a-
definitely miss you.
Melbourne's a nice place.
We'll uncover this later on. Now, moving into Jethro in real action, and why, again, you are here to see Jethro, is seeing a beautiful image of him actually on the beach in action. We do have an image of you. There we go. So this is the day in the life of Jethro at the beach. Clearly, you and who's the other shaved head man? He looks like he's in a gang of some description.
Yeah, that's a gang member known as Harrison Reidy.
Interesting.
I don't know what we call our gang.
He's a special human. We are a special gang. But you get photos of you all day, all night. People chasing you guys around the beach, taking amazing photos.
That's fine.
This is a very good life that you lead.
People just send us shots and they're great. Like that is a good shot. That's a wall hanger.
That is a beautiful photo. Who took that photo?
A man called Felix Raycor, I believe.
Felix is a very good
He's a
photographer.
very good photographer, and he just happened to find us on the beach. And he's like, "Can I take some photos?" I said, "Yeah." And he sent us these mad portraits, like a whole catalog of them. They're sick. Like
That's
I
amazing.
mean, I've taught myself up, but that thing.
Look, and your hair
doesn't
looks
it?
great, and I think Harrison is really admiring you from afar as well. He's like, you know what, Jeff? Yes, your hair does look great.
I'm glistening.
He's reinforcing that in the middle of this shot, and I think it's wonderful. And this is honestly, who wouldn't be envious of a job like this? It looks amazing. Next image we've got of you is on the road, and I believe you're going to be about to be going on an adventure quite soon. Is that true? And who took this photo?
I took that photo with a drone.
Oh, with the drone.
Yeah, it gets
very
lonely
cool.
out there. You got no one to take photos of you, so you just hover the drone and take. And look, that is a bit embarrassing, I guess, taking selfies with the drone.
It is
but-
when we discovered that actually you took it of yourself. I mean,
Yeah,
I
but
wish
it had
was
to be
someone
done.
else
I was
took it.
doing a campaign for tourism, so I had to get these photos. Everyone leave me alone. I'm
No,
not
I think it looks very, very good.
But
I
it's
think
a
it looks
nice photo.
wonderful.
But yeah, I'm going on a big trip in 2 weeks. I'm going away for nearly 4 months.
4 months.
Yeah.
What you're going to be pretty lonely moving. I mean, you're still living at home, so you're probably pretty nervous going on for 4 months. How are you going to feed yourself and stuff?
Yeah, the hot chips and eggs and steaks Dad cooks, they're not going to, I mean, unless he ships them over. I don't know. We'll sort something out there, but yeah, I'll be lonely.
Yeah, right. I also heard recently you've been, Joel's been living with you, and Joel seems to think that your dad actually likes Joel more than he likes you. Is that true?
Look, I want to defend myself, but I think there's a good chance that's true. Yeah. I mean, talk to Joel. He's more. He talks to me. I just get in trouble. But Joel's had 3 strikes. He has had 3 strikes.
Really? What are the strikes for?
He got a strike for not putting his plates away. He got a strike. What else did he get? He got a strike for eating McDonald's in my bed, and that was a big strike. That was like Dad coming in hot. I said, "Boys, we're in big trouble here." And Joel's like, "What do you mean? What do you mean?" And I was like, "Just brace, don't say anything." Joel's had a quarter pound in his hand lying in my bed, and you're not allowed to eat food anywhere except the kitchen.
So you and Joel were both lying.
And my brother.
And your brother. All 3 of you.
All 3 of us.
And Haith as well.
Red-handed. Yep, Luddo was there. Red-handed Maccas, and that was
serious stuff.
That was a serious strike for Joel.
All right. Well, I feel sorry for him. No, we're going to be going to some quick super chat questions here, guys. Some great ones, I'm sure. Nina Dan says, "How is living with Joel going, and how long is it going to last?" He's
pretty grotesque, eh? Like I was lying on my bed the other day, and I was just hanging out, and he walked in, and like, excuse my French, but he farted, like he's bent over and farted at my head. And walked out. And like, I don't think that's funny at all.
I think it's terrible.
Like your room's your palace, you know, and like this grotesque man walks in.
They're like poison.
And he does that. And it's like, I nearly kicked him in the chest. You know, you're really angry.
I actually heard recently that Joel had to move out. Is that true? He actually lost his family status.
His family status has been revoked. Oh. These things do get revoked. The crown's been peeled off his head.
That's really sad. Okay, another question from Sarah Sucks from Instagram. Any advice for someone who wants to try camping for the first time?
Get out there and do it.
Great advice.
There's nothing else. You don't need all the gear. You don't even need to know where you're going. Just go camping.
Fail. Keep on failing. And another question. Kathleen says, "Hey Jethro, enjoy your holiday." Ashton MC says, "Would you ever do karaoke to help keep the jive alive?"
I don't need to do karaoke. I do the real thing. Get me a stage. Get me a microphone. Let's go.
He actually can sing. And finally, Sad has said,
I don't know. I was sick of it. I just go in stages. It'll be back. 100% it'll be back.
I think it's actually online abuse that really got that Tash off. Okay, next we'll be rolling into episode moments. These are our favorite moments from Bondi Rescue. We're going to roll it.
The sweet times, the hot nights, everything is gonna...
All righty. So... our first video is actually of Jeff. I actually don't need those. Of Jeff. Now, Jeff likes to approach anybody on the beach. He's very comfortable in his own skin. He's very comfortable communicating with all persons at all times. And this is a video of Jeff approaching a wonderful young man who was really in the moment. I'm going to roll that clip.
Really composing something, And we were a little bit confused because he was throwing his arms out. He was like Thor or something. He was like some sort of god.
People normally do that on a dance floor. It's just that he's doing it in front of the raw ocean.
There's more. Look at him. Oh, look, he's warming up. No way. Look at him. Yeah. Look at him. Oh, and he was really getting into it.
I'm going to find out what he's listening to. Yeah. Can you go down and find out what music he's listening to, please? But before you do, we'll have a little guess on what he's going to...
I'm calling genre his house.
I mean, it looks like his house genre. We really didn't know because he was throwing out some more inspiring moves and it had to be something good.
What's he going, man?
Want to get him up here?
Yeah, let's get him up here.
Go get him up here, jamming, mate.
I'm not gonna, yeah, I'll get him up here. What better way to find out than go down and have a little dance with him and ask him, what is it? So that's what I did.
So I believe you mentioned that guy looked like Thor. He doesn't look anything like Thor to me.
Well, I think it was the way that he was channeling energy more than his strong, masculine appearance.
And the many people that you have approached on the beach like that, you must meet a lot of wonderful humans.
I would say I approach people like that probably 8 times a week.
So not just on the beach, but anywhere. I think you also do it in pubs,
parks, clubs, cafes, airplanes. Every time I get on an airplane, I always end up having I just find somebody or someone finds me. I don't know what it is. It's so fun, but
you're very
people that are around me are like, "What? You're enough."
What is it about that you find? I mean, it's like you seek the joy in all people, in all moments. I mean, that's what it seems like from afar.
Yeah, we can't take it seriously. So people offer stuff. Like, it's all there. You can just take it. Take whatever they offer.
So I mean, that was a shared moment. Do you remember what song he was actually listening to?
He was listening to, was it DMX?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I have no idea.
It was DMX, which is funny because me and Joel just did a DMX song on our end of season karaoke. But yeah, it was DMX, I believe.
It was very good. And the final question is, what was it like for him to come up into the lifeguarding tower? Obviously, all you guys were enjoying watching him from afar. When he came in, did he come in?
Yeah, he was frothing. You got to get these people in because there's nothing doing. It's probably raining like that for 3 or 4 days. We haven't spoken to anyone. I'm like, get this bloke in. We got him up into the tower, and he wasn't like nervous or anything at all. And then someone asked me to ask him if he raps. And I was like, what? He raps? This guy doesn't rap. Like, the only rap we're doing is wrapping him up, getting him out of the room.
Well, so that's what he lingered a little bit too long.
Well, no, people can't hang too long. He was a friendly guy. We liked having him around, but it was like, okay, I'll ask him if he raps. Do you rap? And he goes, yes, I do rap.
How good does your hair look? I don't understand how your hair does look so good all the time. I actually asked Joel while he's living with you, was there any secret hair products in your house?
There's not.
And there wasn't. And he even tried to claim that he's never seen you properly brush your hair, which I still don't believe either. But anyway, moving right along. Next video is, as everyone knows, down in Bondi, there is a really amazing skate park. And in the skate park, sometimes people get pretty seriously injured. And if they're going to get injured, they're going to come straight to the Bondi Rescue Lifeguards for fixing their injuries. And here's a little clip of Jeff helping out a grommet.
When a young boy comes to the tower covered in blood, I know what it's like. I had my fair share of skateboard stacks when I was young. You're scared.
Thomas from South Africa is concerned he's done more than split his scalp open.
It's not broken my skull, is it?
Hasn't broken his skull, no. You got a little crack though. He's got blood literally coming over his eyelids, and he's concerned. I want to have a look at the cut and be like, Thomas, mate, it's all right. It's a lot of blood. Make him feel good. There's a lot of blood. And it's not as bad as the blood makes it. Need a helmet, man. What happens? Standing in your helmet shit.
In the B, mate.
Patch it up for you. So we just mummify up our patients until they can get to the doctor.
Oh, there we go. We're back on action.
Hey.
So, Jeff, you must have once upon a time been a little grummy. What was that? Did that bring back memories for you when he came in?
Yeah, I think I smacked my head in the exact same place, doing the exact same thing. So it's scary. You hit your head, you're like, ugh. Then you get, depending on how tough you are, you get more scared of it. Then you go like into shock because all you know is blood coming everywhere.
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
You don't know what you're in.
What other sort of injuries do you get from the skate park? Anything more serious? Are there any sort of pretty hairy moments from the skate park?
Mate, you get everything like shoulders, ribs, wrists, obviously, legs, spinals, every type of head cut you can imagine. Rats.
Your rats. The rats are amazing. Honestly, the Jesse rescue, I think Reidy did a rescue after that with a rat. I think you attempted one.
Me and Harrison just did one off camera.
Harrison did a third one. They're the highlights of the online world, believe it or not. And one other thing, I also vaguely remember you trying to teach Joel how to skate. And I also vaguely remember it not going so well. Do you want to briefly tell that story?
Wait, sorry, what was that?
You trying to teach Joel how to skate?
Joel
Didn't you go do a downhill, bombing down a hill recently?
Yeah, so we were going to meet at a mate's house, and if I'm not going to drive and my skaters around, I'll probably skate somewhere. And I go, Joel, like, we'll just skate. And he's going, no, it's all good. No. I go, stop being such a coward. Like, you're a grown man. Like, what? You're a lifeguard. Like, what? You're going to skate. So we skated, went to the shops. And we had to go down this big hill to a mate's house. So I was like, obviously, we won't stand on these because you're an absolute mongo on this thing. So we'll bum sit down this hill, which you assume is easy. So bum sitting down the hill using your foot as brakes. You can't even do that. It's like sliding, landing on his back. And so he just ends up walking this board down this 2-kilometer hill. I'm waiting at the bottom, and then we have a slight gradient, the final gradient. It's dead set like this. It's just enough to get rolled. And then it goes into a slightly bigger hill at the end.
I'm waiting for something terrible to happen.
And he gets on the skater, and we're skating, and he's like, I'm doing it. Yeah, like I'm skateboarding. I'm like, keep going. And then he starts getting a bit faster, and he panics. Obviously, skateboards don't have brakes, and Joel's an idiot. He didn't know that. And the hill starts getting steeper, but it's not a long hill. You just need to stay on the board, and the hill goes to a flat car park. It's all
a long story. And what happens in the end?
Joel starts going down the hill, gets the death wobbles, jumps off the board because he panics, face plants the dirt hard, and then the skateboard comes down the hill and smacks him in the skull. Yeah, he's never.
I really feel like Joel sort of wants to be you to a certain extent.
I can tell you right now, he doesn't.
But there's certain desirous things in you that he wishes, the attributes that he wishes he had. And I'm sure that attributes in him that you wish you had.
I don't think he does, hey?
Yeah, I think there is. I really think there is. Okay, now we're going to go in super chat questions again. Thank you guys so much for these super chat questions. Giorgio Luongo says, Jethro, have you ever been to Italy?
Never been to Italy.
Never been to Italy. There we go. That's the answer there. Ashton MC says, you make fun of Joel for not knowing the outdoors. Is there anything Joel makes fun of you for besides the episodes where you popped your shoulder?
My vocabulary every single day.
At the intro, he couldn't say a particular word when he was on a loudspeaker. That validates that one. Alexa N says, we know you love Bondi, but if you could guard any beach in the world, which would it be? Greetings from Ecuador.
Probably the North Shore of Hawaii.
Pretty good. Good for bodyboarding, escalated riding, etc., etc. And one more question we have: if you could have one life in the past, but who's now left to have backup at the beach for one last season, who'd it be and why?
Harry Nightingale, H-Man.
H-Man, he was a legend.
He was an absolute.
He was the only guy who ever kicked me off the beach of playing frisbee. Actually,
yeah, he'll do that.
20 years, he was a rough. He knew the law.
You deserve it.
And no one else ever has except for him. He's like, you know what, guys? No. And I was like, okay, fine, Harry. But he's so authoritative. He really carries weight.
Oh, heavily.
Like he's got he carries space around him.
Yeah,
yeah, he is. Okay, excellent. Okay, next segment is this is our special game. This is called Speak It or Zink It.
I'm not putting stuff on my face. This is bullshit.
Okay, hey, no swearing.
Sorry.
Okay, now the way this rolls is I have never seen any questions that are involved here. I think basically I ask you a question and you can either answer it. And if you don't want to answer it, I get to put zinc on your face. But then in turn, today, since I'm in here with you, you can ask me a question, and if I don't answer it, you can put zinc on my face. Okay? These are all Bondi Rescue or Bondi related questions. I hope they are. I haven't seen them. And that's the way the game goes. Here's the thing: as cruel as you are to me,
I'm going to answer every single question.
I'll be to you.
I don't want to put this.
So, who wants to go first? Paper, rock, scissors.
Scissors, Pat. You go.
One.
Have you ever done this?
Okay, fine. Scissors. Fine. Scissors, paper, rock. Okay, fine. You go first.
Do I now pick the ones to say my name or Steve's name? I would assume Steve's name. Okay. I was wrong.
Oh no!
Steve, is it true that back in 2012 you got a fan to run the official pages? Is that not child labour? It sounds like child labour
to me. That's hilarious. There was a super fan. Incidentally, her name is Reidy, and she had a Google Plus page, and she was just a very, very strong fan of the page, and she just wanted to do it. So we didn't stop.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
She
wanted the commenting, and so we just gave her admin access.
You should have let me sing up. That's unbelievable inside. Anyway.
No, she loved it. Right.
Yeah.
I swear that's okay, isn't it?
Well,
but you don't get to put your zinc on me.
No, I was ready.
Oh, it's a shame, isn't it? All right, so I do pick the Steve card. Great. Okay. Oh, well, this is an easy one. Jethro, who is one of your favorite lifeguards to work with and why? Who is your favorite lifeguard to work with and why? Your number one.
I do like working with Hutsy. Harrison, it's fun. But I can't really say a number one lifeguard to work with.
You can't?
No, because like...
So are you going to say you're a number one or not?
No, I don't have a number one.
Oh, so you can't tell me who's your number one?
No. Oh, that's bullshit.
Okay.
Sorry, no swearing. I don't like it.
Hey, just one line. Just relax.
Where does self-defense come into play? I answered.
It's a little to one side there. Okay, let's go. All right. Next question.
This is why I was running it. Steve, be honest. When you came into the game of Bondi Rescue,
Came into the game.
well, whatever. When you came into it, did you expect it to actually last 16 years?
Well, I only came in about 2012, and I thought it was a really fun thing to do for a year or two. I didn't really expect to be here almost 10 years later. But there's lots of wonderful people. It's a very enjoyable experience.
But you didn't think, look, these guys are semi-champos. I don't know how this ball's still rolling.
I didn't think the ball would necessarily still be rolling, but I mean, the reality is it's a pretty amazing crew of people, and the lifeguards are all bloody entertaining. And somehow you managed to maintain your true your true selves.
Good answer.
I don't know how you can also be yourself. I think it's pretty bloody impressive, to be honest. There you go. There's my answer. All right, next. Thanks, Jeff. I think I did a good job there.
It's in your moustache.
Oh, who's asking the question next? Oh, I'm asking a question again. Am I? Yeah. Okay. Good. Thank you. Jethro, rate your team leaders from favorite to least favorite. So let's first of all name all your team leaders first. Who are all your team leaders? I know you're good with your memory.
My team
so
leaders.
then let's name all of them. Okay.
Harries.
Uh-huh.
Jake Nolan.
Uh-huh.
Michael Jenkinson.
Uh-huh.
Who's the other one?
Oh, you forgot, did you?
Well, we're broken up in
Man, that's going to feel terrible if you're getting forgotten like that.
Yeah.
How many pods are there? There's 4 pods, isn't there?
Yeah, it's 4 pods.
Oh,
Is
so
it
you're missing
Chapo?
somebody. Is it Chapo? Is it Chapo?
Is it cool? Man, I don't know anymore.
That's going to be terrible. Now, who's your favourite one?
Well, I won't put that away.
Who's your favorite one?
Jake's my friend, but God, I hate working with Jake.
All right.
So Jake's number 4. Jake's a bastard.
There we go. Look, they're making pretty faces on you.
This is heavy.
All right, next question.
This game's unwinnable. It's like playing.
Next question.
Steve. We know you just had a baby with your fiance Amelia.
Yeah.
Now, I don't feel like you're much of a man around the house. No offense. I know you want to look like a man. I don't reckon you do. Anyway, how many nappies have you actually changed? And actually, do you do much to really help with Kai? Like, or do you just carry on like number five, and then just leave? Or do you actually do? How many nappies do you change? Give us a number. Give us
hundreds.
That's disgusting. You're gross. Get away.
Hundreds of nappies. I love having a son. It's amazing. My favorite time is actually bath time. Very fun. You can't get me for that. I'm a good dad.
Fair enough.
Okay, next question.
You are a good dad. I was just joking, mate. Get upset.
Well, I'm not upset.
You are upset.
I'm totally fine.
Steve's upset. He gets upset.
Here we go. Jethro, is Joel actually your best friend?
I've been in trouble with this before.
Yeah.
Joel is my best friend, but he's not my only best friend.
So you got other best friends.
Does that count?
Isn't that a little bit sort of
you
like
can't
cheating?
have I have best friends. You can't always have a bestest friend.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel like it's sort of cheating a little bit. Okay. You look beautiful. Okay, cool. Next question.
Steve, over the years, you've seen multiple lifeguards come through, and who's been your favourite? Obviously, besides Joel. Who is it? Who's your favourite? Your favourite, mate. Let's play favourites. Let's play the game, eh?
I mean,
be in the hot seat, champion.
The reality is, every single lifeguard is my favourite.
Oh, what a coward
you guys
answer.
are all, well, it's not being cowardly.
Who's your favourite?
Everyone has great attributes.
Everyone
has amazing attributes.
We're all on the firing line.
I mean,
Who do you save? One man.
Harries is great. Reidy is great. Hoppo's great. Harrison's great. Chapo's great. Jackson's great. Everyone's great. Even Jake. I met Jake properly recently. Jake's awesome.
So we're all gonna die.
No, I think everyone's.
Who are you saving?
Look, I'm gonna say. I'll say that you're my favorite.
No, mate. You know what? You deserve so much more zinc than I can possibly give you.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Next question. But you're not my favorite though, because that's not true. And that's sort of like
That's not true. That's
Joel's
really-
a bit more a realist.
That's a pretty good reason.
You're all good. Okay, who's got the next question?
You do.
Oh, do I?
Can you?
Oh, last question.
I don't know how you've been running this thing.
Well,
so
hang
long.
on. Oh, crap.
Honestly.
Oh, okay. Jethro, what is the most trouble you've ever gotten into while lifeguarding? What did you do?
Oh, well, you know, I'm just not going to answer that.
You're not going to answer it.
I'm just not going to answer it. I mean, if I'm being honest, I'm not saying.
A little beautiful sunflower. At least I'm making pretty pictures.
Like I do, that's fair. I deserve that. I didn't play the game.
All right, next guy. Final question.
Steve, you've been working Bondi Rescue for quite a while. And what's been your least favourite season of Bondi Rescue and why? Someone's got to have made you go, you know what? I don't like this really. This one sucks. Which was it?
Well, I'm not going to say I have a least favourite season, but the hardest season is definitely the last one because of COVID. I mean, COVID made it a lot harder to do the things.
You sound like all you do is dance around the lines, walk in between the lines. Sign up, mate.
Last question.
See you in the bloody
last
White
question.
House.
Oh wait,
Dancing around policies and what?
Okay, Jethro, we all know that you love your hair. A few people, however, don't like the fringe. I personally really like it. Rumor has it you cut your fringe for a certain reason. What was that reason?
Oh, I was up. Oh, you know, I'm not embarrassed. I was up the North Coast for a few weeks, and I was hanging out with people. Sort of, ended up in the community, and I just felt like I needed to zazz it up a little. Like I just had long hair. I was like, let's get it like a cool North Coast haircut. So then,
nice, they cut it.
A girl I met up there.
Oh, yeah? What's her name?
Her name's Michaela.
That's
She
nice.
she cut my hair for me, and she did a great job.
That's
She's like,
good.
I'm gonna give you a fringe, and I said, I'm a bit worried, like I'm nervous, but I feel like the time's now.
I personally think it looks amazing. It does remind me slightly of a baby lamb, but besides that, I think it's a really, really lovely.
It's grown out now. It was pretty heavy when it was shorter. It was a bit gnarly.
Yeah, I think it was very lovely.
Did I do
Okay,
that?
we have some really amazing questions here for you. Angela says, what is Harry Wobbs? I've tried Googling it several times and it's driving me nuts. It is Aussie slang or is it just Jethro slang? Love the fringe, by the way.
Yeah.
Careful on your swearing, Jeff.
Sorry.
That's what you said.
I don't think that was a question.
That's right. It might have been somebody else. That's true.
Harry Wobbs, that's one for the gobsters. If you're not one of the cobsies, the cobbler coins, you're not holding a bag of little cobbler coins, you'll never be on the wob train. Don't bother looking it up. Don't even bother worrying about what it is, because the answer does not exist. It's just a little Harry Wobbler. Just a bunch of little wobblers.
That's an amazingly useless answer. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, well, that's what you get for asking.
Thanks so much for
questions like that.
answering in such a useless way.
You're covered in
Brady,
zinc, and you,
Angela,
quite frankly,
sorry.
you look like a fool.
Hey, thanks, man. That's something else, is it?
Look at me.
Cool like that.
Look at me.
I think you look
Mine's
amazing. I think yours is good. I look like I'm from play school. I look like Mr. Squiggle tried to draw me upside down.
Yes.
That's what I look like. You, on the other hand, look like you've been sort of made up by some sort of supermodel.
You got painted by Harry Wobbs.
Person. Anyway, beautician. Okay, next question. Michelle Torwill, are we going to have Fish Out of Water season 3?
Yes, I hope so. We're working for it. We're working towards it. We would love to.
You'd love to.
Yeah.
Very likely on the cards, I'd say.
Yeah.
I feel like you should be probably pretty lucky later on this year sometime, I reckon, Michelle. So stay tuned to Jethro's little program. Danny from Bondi asks, hey, Jeth, do you see Steve as a father figure or an older brother?
I see him as the guy that if you're a bus driver, you drive him down the street and he's just a second late, but you could definitely stop. But you go, sorry, mate, and you just take off, you peel off, and he's banging on the door, and you're just going slow. That's how I see Steve.
Thank you so much, mate. Thank you so much. It's really nice. Appreciate it. Lee Carter says, can you check if he is a yes for Friday dinner? Jeff's no.
I should be, Mum. I should be on. I didn't get the memo. Did you? Was there an invite? Did you get it?
Seems like there. Well, I definitely didn't get it. I've never been invited to your family house. It's set to actually deal with your dog. Speaking of your dog, there is a video of you. And thank you, Jeff. So in regarding home and your dog, Joel informed me that your dog's been a bit aggressive recently. I know you've had the Bondi behaviourist recently at your house, working with your dog to train it, but Joel told me that he actually has a really expensive foam roller that he uses for his back, to keep his back in shape, and that your dog, whose name is Huey, destroyed that roller, and Joel's currently seeking legal action because his back hurts and he can't properly fix it. So, you want to talk us through this?
Well, I hope he's in pain from 7 a.m. till 5 p.m. Joel left his foam roller out in the backyard, down the stairs near the basement. Everyone knows you don't leave things outside of the basement. If you've got a big dog who's a bit of a nut and he's got the night time to spend roaming around bored, he's going to grab something. And yes, he grabbed Joel's expensive foam roller, dragged it up the top and ripped it into, let's say, 300 pieces. Oh, no. And it was everywhere. And Joel had no idea. Joel looked out, he goes, Huey's done something bad. And he laughed. And he laughed. And I was like, oh, what's he done? And then Joel didn't recognize that it was his, that it was his. So he thought it was funny. And I go, Joel, it's a foam roller.
He has actually been talking about legal action because his back is really hurting now. So anyway, you'll have to get up with Joel. That's nothing to do with me. I'm just the messenger. Another thing is, I heard that Huey doesn't just attack foam rollers. Recently, you had a young friend, female friend of yours, visit the house, and Huey may have attacked her. Is that true?
Yeah.
Can you relay this story?
Yeah, we were all going out to dinner, and she walked in with Joel as well, and Joel was ignored by Huey, and she was not ignored at all. Huey was vicious, saying no, you're not coming into my home, and jumping. And then she went down to tie her shoes in the kitchen, and Huey launched at her face with an open mouth.
And is she still okay?
Yeah, she's fine. She pulled back really quick and it missed.
Is Huey still alive?
Huey is alive. He wasn't even punished for that. He was sent to his bed. Just so everyone understands.
Good. I mean, that's good that he was sent to his bed. That's pretty serious stuff, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say after that, to be honest. That's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably a word of warning. If anyone tries to track down where Jethro lives, don't. Huey will defend Jethro.
He's trained to defend.
To the death. Okay. Excellent. Thank you, everybody. So our final segment for today, this is your last chance to ask Jethro questions directly. Please use Super Chat to ask these questions. Whilst you're putting your questions in Super Chat, don't forget to watch all the latest series of Bondi Rescue on Vimeo. Type in Bondi Rescue Vimeo. It'll come up. I don't know what seasons we've got up there, but a fair few of them. Don't forget to check out the new merch we've got. We've got hats, we've got new jumpers, hoodies, all that sort of thing. We've got a mug, actually. So make sure you go check that out. You can just type in, again, Teespring Bondi Rescue. Finally, what else? That's all I can think of. Okay, next. So we're going to be rolling into the final segment of today is Super Chat Sessions. Okay, let's go here, Jethro. So questions here. So many. Okay, here we go. Ashton says, what's the coldest weather you've experienced? Where I'm from in Ottawa, Canada, it gets down to minus 40 degrees Celsius regularly during winter. That is so cold.
That's absolutely freezing. The coldest I've experienced is somewhat of a blizzard in the Victorian High Country. It was minus 11, I think. And just white out snowing. That's it.
Minus 11 in Australia?
Yeah, I was camping. It was only that for a little bit. I hit that and then it was minus 6 pretty much was the temperature, but it was
that is very cold. I would not enjoy that.
We're camping. We're in the troop.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, was I there? No, I wasn't there.
You were there?
No.
No, you'd remember.
No, I wouldn't remember. I don't. That's not
Maybe
surprising.
you were there.
Maybe I don't think I was. Pretty sure we went to a different part of Australia. Maybe there was somebody else.
No.
Maybe there was somebody else.
I want to clarify. I think you're getting a bit confused. We're not there.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's probably somebody else. I don't really appreciate you talking to other people going on cabbie trips. Anyway, okay, next question is Bridie. Oh, no, Bridie. It's not Bridie. Brady, oh, no, I've got to stop saying your name. Okay, Spike Games. Has Jethro ever dislocated any bones apart from his shoulder that he dislocated on the jet ski?
I think I've done my farm once.
Jeffrey, this is G-rated. We don't want to be sticking things in holes on this video.
It's been I've been sitting for. I've got ADD most likely.
Yes, I do as well, and that's okay.
I think I've done.
It's okay to have an attention deficit disorder,
but I'm not sure. I've broken heaps of bones. I've broken so many bones.
What are the bones have you broken?
I've broken this collarbone 3 times. It's like
times.
It's like a pyramid now. It sits up like that. It's I've broken this wrist, this arm, a finger here. Yeah.
What's your favorite break? I mean, there's obviously a lot of bad ones. What's your favorite break?
I fell off the monkey bars the first time and broke this, which was funny because I was just trying to be a hero and I was.
How old were you?
I think I was like 13.
13 on monkey bars. That's because monkey bars are for children, not for 10-year-olds. Okay, let's keep on going. We've got a few other questions here before we wrap things up. Let's see. Merly Manina says, what's your favorite band?
Black Sabbath.
Excellent. Lars Kramer says, Jethro, isn't it irritating that you do a rescue? Yours is in your mouth? I don't understand that question. I'm sorry.
That is sickening.
Isn't it irritating that when you do a rescue, yours is in your... No, I don't get it. Sorry, Lars. That's weird. Jethro, come back. Next question. Bondi Rescue Ultimate fan page says, do you have any secret talents, Jethro, that people may find funny or interesting?
I don't know. Probably. I play guitar, I take photos and stuff. I surf.
Okay, that's good. Jethro's clearly losing his concentration. Okay, Michelle Sammy says, do Americans sound funny to you? What is the funniest thing that Americans say?
Americans sound so funny. Like, they're weird to me.
Weird? Like weird people or just sound weird?
Not weird people.
I think they're wonderful people.
They're wonderful people, just like the things they say. Like, that's weird, right? Weird,
yeah,
dude. Like the way they drag stuff out, like, oh, he's being weird, right? Where we'd be like, what's going on with that bloke?
He's bloody weirdo.
That bloke's carrying on a bit, isn't he? Like, well, that guy's acting.
Yeah, we sort of like, we really pull the words back and they'd really drawl them out.
Yeah, and say words that we don't say. Like,
they do, don't they? They say words we don't say.
We don't really say real words. They say real words, which props to you. Like, good job with your vocabulary.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, cool. We've got maybe we're just over time. We're gonna have 2 more questions. Okay. Elote Brown says, do fans ever get in the way when you're doing your job?
Very rarely. Very rarely. Sometimes. Definitely sometimes.
Very rarely sometimes.
People could be at the bottom of the stairs or something trying to yell at us for a photo and then we've got to go and they'll get angry at us.
This is really wonderful framing, by the way. Oh, wait. Okay, we've got one final one. Ashton MC comes back with the goods again. When first meeting somebody, what's something they do or say and you think, yep, instant friends?
I don't know. No, there's no instant friends.
Well, there is. You just talked before about how you find instant friends. And you start talking to people in any store,
they're
place,
acquaintances. Like, but if you give me a cobbler coin, you'll be my friend forever.
Okay, that's a great little secret. Give him a cobbler coin and he's into it. Guys, thank you everybody for watching this. Great chance to catch up with Jethro before he goes away as an adventure. You can follow him on his little Instagram page, on his little trip. I'm sure he'll be taking some photos. Please make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you hang around and watch season 16, episode 6 of Bondi Rescue for the rest of the world. If you're in Australia, you can watch it on Channel 10. If you're in New Zealand, you can watch it on TV3. Don't forget to check out the merch, which I'm not wearing today. Don't forget to check out the full-length episodes on Vimeo. And finally, keep safe with the sun. This is actually a secret message for you guys to make sure you slip, slop, slap. Always wear sunscreen. Make sure you're protected. That's the underlining thing from today. Stay safe, swim safe, be well, have a wonderful day, and we will see you when we see you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
In the summertime,